Aha. And why have you missed the S out of there? Right. This is a bit of a new thing. Because I'm using... For God's sake. I think, oh no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, like, I'm going to try this sort of YouTube's other preview thing, the newer one. Because I've been using the old one. And there's no preview for it. So I know I'm live. Right, yeah, I'm live. Play. And I've just got an error occurred. Oh, for goodness sake, really? Settings. Oh, it's very it's quite good, really. Stream you. No, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. So I think a video is going out, but I don't know because could be video URL. Stick that into there. Can I see it in there? Can I just make sure that it's running? That's what I want. Yeah, it's working fine. There's no... Anyway. Hey guys, I'm Phoenix here and welcome to Satisfactory. It was going to be a No Man's Sky No Man's Sky stream tonight, but in their infinite wisdom, they switched their... it's actually kind of part of the course for these guys. It's a real shame because the game's actually pretty good these days. I wasn't one that sort of bought into the hype before, so I kind of did this stream and just nothing was working, just nothing at all. And you know, at one point OBS just basically said, you know what, I'm just going to show a static image. Never mind, you know, all the palaver it was just to get it half working. Good God, it's all to do with Vulkan. You know, you switch over to Vulkan from OpenGL and there's none of the hooks that OBS needs to actually do anything in it. So anyway, welcome to Satisfactory, a game that's built in Unreal Engine, I believe, and as a result works with pretty much anything because Unreal Engine is incredible. And I don't really know what I was doing here. I have a vague recollection of getting ready to set up some trains, perhaps? Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I need some things from here, but yeah, can probably have a look at setting up some trains today. So, this means finding where all the bits go. This all needs to rework. There we go. Right, so we've got 20 of those, which gets up to 75, and we've got 61 of them. That should be fine. Right, let's go and lay some track. So yeah, so I will just quickly give my impressions of No Man's Sky. It is an excellent game at this point. I'm enjoying myself with it, and you certainly shouldn't be put off by the idea that Hello Games and Sean Murray had anything to do with it, because quite frankly I think they learnt their lesson, and I think Sony bears some responsibility for this because they turned a small 20 quid game, you know, made by 8 people in Guildford of all places, from, you know, quite a nice little indie game to a AAA game, but although it had the AAA price, it didn't really have the AAA content or the standard that you really expect from a game that's had that much money spent on it. It seemed all the money had been spent on the marketing, but nothing, you know, but they hadn't really thought much about actually, you know, helping the developers make a game. And as a result, we got No Man's Sky, which I enjoyed my time with it, I guess. I hadn't got into the hype, because generally these days, as soon as a a game is sort of being hyped up, I just lose all interest. At this point with Cyberpunk, the game has had so much it's had so much hype surrounding it that I've just stopped caring. I mean, you know, before, it's a game. I might pick it up, I might not, who knows? But now I'm fairly in the state where when it comes out, I'm gonna just be sick to death of all the additional hype surrounding its release. Maybe pick it up in a sale a long way down the line when it's kind of got a bit more content with it. Because I mean, I'm sure CD Projekt Red are a great company, etc., etc. Even though they do use crunch, which is generally crunch is a result of not planning your time properly and having to force developers to work longer hours than they already do, with, you know, almost sanctions really for people who don't go along with the culture of them using crunch. It's quite a horrible way to work in some companies, and you know, and it's one of those sorts of industry standards that just needs to be stomped out, because quite frankly developers are people too, and it's a thing that people forget about. So well, we'll see. We shall see what Cyberpunk is like. I doubt it's going to live up to the hype. It's just a case of every time I see something Cyberpunk related, I just don't care anymore. It's like zombie games. I just don't care about zombie games so much anymore. If they've got a good idea behind them, then sure. But normally it's just a case of, hey, look, it's zombies. I don't care anymore. So imagine my surprise when games like this come along and they're fabulous. Satisfactory is a fabulous game, and it's an Epic exclusive, like I have to say each time, but it's a fabulous game, so who cares? And yes, before anybody goes into the comments and says Epic uses crunch too, I know. Thankfully, they are actually trying to be better than that. You know, they've got these loot boxes and they're trying to sort their problems out. They do seem to be a company that at least they're trying to be better than they are. Unlike EA, who just call it surprise mechanics and managed to get away with pretty much murder. Right, I can't really remember what I'm doing. I need to grab some things from here, but I'm out of concrete, so I probably should have gone and got some concrete stuff. Yeah, that looks all good. Oh, actually, I don't think people have actually seen this this stuff, because I put it in a little bit later than the last stream. So basically what I've done here is I've got 4 cargo containers that are stacked on top of one another, and they all feed into this line here. And basically the idea is that when it comes to the point where I'm actually producing far more of these components than one can handle, what I can do is I can put in another block and another block and another block using this same system, and it will just feed these machines and all's good. What I can also do with this setup is actually have a second one potentially running along here. This, I've cut it a little bit close to this wall, so I can't actually do that on this side, but when it comes to doing like all the steel processes and stuff, I've got it running up at the steel plant actually. Stream bitrate of that. Okay. So yeah, the game's good, and this stuff is running. What do I need to do? I need to run those rails. I do need to run those rails. So let's run some rails. They'll be a little bit sloppy from here onwards, but the benefits are important. I think it's over here somewhere. It comes out. Excuse me while I dismantle some things. Right, yes, so it's here. What I can do is I can just leave that there. Right, so we are going over here to start with. Remember that stream where I just spent the entire time running railways? Yep, that's going to be this stream. No, it's not going to be. This isn't a long run, but it's an important run. Probably it's about there, and then we can kind of go down to here, perhaps. And then no, why would I? No, bad railway. No, that. Right. So, good things about railways, they carry power, which means I can get rid of all this this cable stuff, and they are quite quick to move items from one place to another, so I can stop needing to use trucks and the like. But yeah, the most important thing is this place is going to be sort of a foundation for something that's going to be an awful lot bigger and more complicated, which is the web, which I kind of need to might actually do some of it this weekend, because okay, so if you like these sorts of games, many a true nerd is doing a live stream on Saturday. I almost said tomorrow, but I forgot that actually today is Thursday and not actually Friday. Wishful thinking, eh? Oh, I can't afford it. I'm out of juice. Okay, it's not far to just run. Yes, so he's doing a stream tomorrow that starts at noon apparently, and it's going to be going on till whenever. So it's going to be a long stream, and it's going to be Factorio. So yeah, I think watching him fail at Factorio will make me want to succeed at building the web, as I call it, which is this this system by which satellite stations feed a central factory. The central factory may be more like a so the inner parts of the factory do the things that require 4 components, and the outer rings do the stuff that requires 2 components, where the 2 component ones would normally be quite far apart from one another. And so a good example of that will be the encased beams that I've currently got wired from this factory to this factory. I don't want that. What I want to do is have a railway take everything to storage, put it in storage, and then we can sort it out from that point on. And then we can have large factories that are sprawling behemoths of factory, feeding stuff into all the different areas. That's basically what I'm looking to do. It's going to be big, and it's going to be complicated, and I really do need to start writing things down on bits of paper to work out exactly how it's all going to work. But I think it should be quite a good way of doing this. Yes. Anyway, I can grab this track from here. What I should also do is just do that. Set it on my hotbar. And then we can start getting some railway down. Yeah, sort of bring it out to about here, and then sort of reasonably follows the what we've got up here, which is the sort of the main line. Out here, it's going to be a bit tricky for moving trucks and the like through, but we'll work out a way of doing it. This is a fairly crude, just sort of plump the line down and then we'll fix it later on, I think. And I think it's, which way? It's this way. Yep, this way down to here. Oh, I'm out of steel again. Only it's not steel rods this time. I picked up loads of steel rods, but I didn't have any beams to pick up. I am also doing the expanded power infrastructure, which will get the oil generators. So what I would do is I would strip the coal power down and sort of convert that area into maybe a coal plant somewhere, not completely certain where, which is just providing power to oil refineries, and then the oil refineries will feed the oil generators. That does seem to be a better way of doing things. I'm just slightly lost. Nope, there we go, it's up here. And yes, so what I'm probably also going to do, maybe Saturday now, I will do a No Man's Sky video. It may be sort of a series of screenshots to kind of say, you know, what's sort of my thoughts on it. How have I ended up here of all places when I want to be over? Oh, I've gone up the wrong one. I need to go up that one. Yeah, this is one of the factories that needs to be fixed. Possibly moved up there a bit if I can find an iron thing closer to the coal, and then I can sort of pull the coal out a bit, or just stick it on trains and run it into a central area and make steel like that, which may actually be the better option, and I may actually do that tonight. Especially as I've got no steel beams whatsoever. I might have some up here, but yeah, I mean, I'll keep doing Satisfactory streams because they are great to do. Because it's just running around and building things, and each time you look at this stuff, it's, you know, getting bigger and crazier, and yeah, that's what I kind of want from a game. For people to kind of dip in and out and see some kind of evolution, like in Factorio. So anyway, it's 10 o'clock now, and I should end this stream. So yes, a few tests later. No Man's Sky is the game is more solid. Just if you want to stream it, expect problems. And Satisfactory is a great game all round, because not only does it play well, it's also very easy to stream. So anyway, with that, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will try this new big end stream button that's appeared on YouTube if I can get to it. The mouse just kind of seems to vanish. What? Oh, I'll do it through OB. What can I say? Let the mouse go. Why are you not? No. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with... No, for God's sake. The mouse won't go away now.